I only wanted to do good, and now the world is blaming me. I only wanted to show my support and help my sister out of the mess she sunk herself into. Is it my fault she did not know how to keep her man? Is it my fault that I'm always reliable and dependable? Well, I have fallen in love with my sister's husband, and this is my tale worth telling. My sister and I were born 5 minutes apart. We were identical. If not for close family, you will never notice the difference. Countless times we have written exams for each other, taken interviews for each other, and even used each other's ID cards. We wore each other's clothes and shoes. Even our parents, while they were alive, always warned us about tricking others. We have played so many pranks on neighbors and friends. Unless we introduce ourselves, you would keep guessing. But there was a difference most people did not realize. There was a way to differentiate us without even looking at our bodies. My sister Sandra was very boisterous, outgoing, and confident. She could confront anyone and say anything to anyone. She will not back down. Me, on the other hand, I'm very reserved, calculative, and timid. We complemented each other and we got along very well until Sandra met Alex. I was in school in Lagos and was focused on excelling in my career, but Sandra wasn't bothered about school. She claimed to love business. She sold shoes and bags in her store, but the truth is she wasn't even serious about it. If she had a party, she would wear the shoes. I have invested in her business several times, but it was always excuses. So she had to close down her shop eventually. Sandra always complained about Alex being mean to her or too strict for her. When they decided to get married as expected, I wasn't in support because Sandra had told me all sorts about Alex. We were orphans, so I always felt the need to check up on her and to protect her. I felt Alex was not loving her right and Sandra was a victim in the marriage. Not a day went by that Sandra and I didn't talk over the phone. It was Alex this and Alex that. I was a psychologist and I was doing my doctorate in psychopathology, and I felt the need to be sympathetic towards her. Even while neck deep in research and writing my thesis, Sandra would call me, "Sylvia, Alex has started again. He went out last night, he has not come back since." I would be in serious conversations with my professor and she would call crying. Alex did not give me money to buy food. I would send her some money. I would do anything to make her comfortable until Alex comes back to his senses. I always try to find a resolution. She was at the brink of calling it quits, and then she called me one night. I was still in the library. "Sylvia, I have a plan. This is the last option I have. Please don't say no. Promise me you will say yes." "Tell me," I said. "What happened?" "I need your help, Sandra. I really need your help." "Stop, you're scaring me." "Sandra, what do you want?" "Okay, let me tell you. I need you to come to my marriage and help me fix things." I laughed. "Fix things how? I don't understand you." "I mean, I need you to replace me as a wife in this house. I know you are done with your thesis. If you can help me clear up this mess in 5 months with your gentle personality, you can be out of here before your defense. Please, sis, don't say no. It's overwhelming for me. Living with Alex is pushing me towards the edge. I don't think I can take it anymore." My mouth opened as I listened to my sister in shock. I mean, she had always been the one with the wild ideas, but this one, I didn't even know what to say. What married woman would invite another woman to her home? Yes, we were twins. Like I said, we're extremely identical down to the tone of our voices and our gestures, but our behavior was 100% different. Would we not get caught? I was the one who met Alex first at a Christmas party. He kept trying to get me to dance. He didn't even know I was a twin then. I excused myself because I wasn't ready for any relationship. I was doing my master's then. Sandra saw him. She began to warm her way to him. I don't think he even noticed that she wasn't me at first. So I let them blossom. It only hurt me that they were going through this storm now, because at first glance, Alex seemed like a good human being. Moving into our marital home while Sandra came to my apartment in Lagos was bizarre. How would I live in close proximity to a man who wasn't my husband? A man who had disrespected my sister, made her life a living hell? I was not sure I could stand it, and I told her so in clear terms. I know I have always done my best to get you out of tight situations, but this is not one of them. Yeah, I can't. And this is when my sister began to plead with me every morning and every night. Sylvia, you don't love me. Alex is about to throw me out. Please, I need a break. He's driving me crazy. I think Alex is cheating. Alex left home and this is the third day. She hounded me, and finally I began to feel the burden and made up my mind to go. 6 months wasn't that long. I had nothing to do until my defense except work part-time at the psychiatric hospital, so I traveled all the way to Abuja to clean my sister's mess. Alex had gone on one of his long trips and I met my sister at the airport. We had not seen each other since she got married almost 2 years ago. We hugged and she cried, telling me how badly Alex had treated her. We exchanged keys, bank cards and other documents. Please don't finish my money, I told her. But was she even listening? It was as if she has been let out of a cage. She ran to catch her flight and I drove her car to my new home. The first test was the security guard who opened the gate for me. I replied to his greeting and he was surprised. That was Sandra's incompetence, but I was here to change things, so being nice to everyone who works for you is the rule. The house was a pretty white detached house in Zone 4. I opened the door and entered. I was not prepared for the dirtiness of that house. There were clothes everywhere, kitchen sink full of dishes. The TV was still on and I couldn't even find the remote to turn it off. The beautiful chairs were stacked with magazines and newspapers. I passed by the bathroom. Why won't Sandra flush the toilet after use? I didn't even know when her husband would come back, but I needed to clean this mess. I understood now why the man stayed away from the home. The bedroom was an eyesore, cigarettes everywhere, empty wine bottles, and if I sniffed really hard, there was a whiff of something strong that can make you high. I have never witnessed such filth, and I could not function in this mess. One thing was for sure, I needed to declutter. Sandra's wigs, underwears, and makeup littered the bed. How did she sleep here? I couldn't even sit down. I didn't bother to call her. I got to work. I threw almost everything away. Everything except the bed. I changed the sheets and I used baking powder mixture to remove the odors. 3 days later, the house was spick and span and I was in the kitchen when I heard the key turn on the lock. Alex was home. He looked around the house shocked and I did what a normal wife would do. "Welcome, babe," I said. Sandra always referred to him that way. He didn't smile. He was confused, like he had entered the wrong house. He didn't say anything but walked straight to the room. He picked up some of the things and without acknowledging me, he walked out. He came back after a week. I had sent 2 text messages telling him we needed to talk. He neither read them nor replied. When he came home eventually, he walked up to me. "What's going on? Who helped you clean this place up?" "Nobody helped me. James only helped me to take the trash out." He stared at me long and hard and walked into the bathroom. I heard the shower. I ran to quickly set the table. I think he perceived the food and came to the table and he sat down to eat. "Alex," I said as softly as I could, "I know I have offended you in various ways. Please, I want you to forgive me. I want our marriage to work. I need you back in my house and in my life. I need you back in my life because I cannot do it alone." He looked at me and laughed long and hard. "Sandra, are you sure you are okay? Or are those things you are smoking affecting your brain? It is because I mentioned divorce that you are acting this drama, right?" He smiled as he took his first spoon of my special party jollof. Honestly, the truth is, Alex was not the monster Sandra painted him to be. As we ate dinner together at the table, I knew he was sizing me up, but I didn't even flinch. He finished eating, took his bag, and left. I called Sandra and told her Alex seemed quite upset initially, but that it had been 2 months and he seemed to be coming around. Truly, getting back her man wasn't difficult. I just needed Sandra to show that she was truly sorry and continue the good work I started. But let it be known that Sandra told me she wasn't ready to come home. She had just bought a ticket to Jamaica and was planning on using my passport for vacation. Dr. Mide had been my talking stage for 2 years now. This silly Sandra had gone to give him the green light. Did you not hear what I said? Your husband will come around. You just need to respect him and take care of the house. Sandra was busy talking about swimsuits. I tried my best to impress Alex every chance I get, to assure him that Sandra was ready to give his marriage a chance. Even though I didn't believe it 100%, Sandra had never called to ask after her husband. I was the one updating her. The silly girl felt she could take a vacation from her marriage. I mean, who does that? This is something you have to keep up with. My doctorate defense is coming up in months. You need to start thinking about how to continue what I've helped you to start. I can't think about marriage now, she said. Have you seen the sunset in Jamaica? I just want to stay longer, but this your midi guy is really stingy. I couldn't believe my ears. I can't wait. I just can't with this girl. Alex was home early from work and I hadn't presented anything. I hadn't heard from Sandra in 2 weeks and I was worried. Hey baby, Alex said to me with a smile. He held my hand. I want to thank you for taking care of me these past days and I want to take you for dinner to show my appreciation. He gave me a beautiful dress that he had bought for me that night. At the restaurant, Alex kept staring at me. Oh my goodness, I didn't know how the evening was going to pan out, but Alex was already reaching for my hand. Lord of mercy. My heart kept racing. I smiled nervously as I excused myself. I called Sandra. The phone had to ring 7 times before that silly girl picked up. Sandra, where are you? She sounded sleepy. Sandra, are you drunk? Listen to me. Alex is getting too close. I don't know what to do. I think my work here is done. Can you come tomorrow? No, Sandra shouted. I am making new friends here. We just got on a speedboat to Takwabi. Just enjoy yourself while I enjoy mine. When we got home, I wanted to tidy the kitchen, but Alex said no. He wanted us to watch a movie. I tried to resist this man in every possible way. I had given him several excuses and I knew tonight was the last straw. I had fallen for him, but that wasn't the point. How will I manage when I finally left? I thought love wasn't for me. I thought it would complicate things, but there I was, helplessly in love with my sister's husband. When we retired for the night, I couldn't fight it anymore. I stopped thinking about Sandra and began to think about Sylvie. This was where I was supposed to be. Please don't judge me. It may seem wrong to you, but everything felt perfect. I will soon leave and no one will ever know. But let me have a memory to hold on to for this night. 5 months had passed. I was sitting in my hospital. I had a bad headache and Alex had rushed me instead of the doctor to give me pain relief. Why is he saying that he can hear 2 heartbeats? Hey, who did I offend? What manner of shame is this? All the effort I took for prevention, Uko. Heaven had finally dragged me out and disgraced me. On the other hand, Alex was over the moon. When he saw the tears drop to my chest, he asked if they were tears of joy. So when Sandra began texting me, I knew it was game over. Alex dropped me at home and went to work and I called Sandra back. Sis, she said, I've been calling you. Your defense is next week. Did you see the email from your professor? You need to come. I don't want you to mess up your career. I really don't want to come back, but I know you have to be here. She heard me sob. What happened? Is it Alex? Has it started again? She asked, genuinely concerned. She waited for me to talk, but every time I tried, tears welled up again. When I could speak, I said, Sandra, there was never anything wrong with Alex. I went to your house to clean up your mess, physically and emotionally. I cleaned your kitchen, your bedroom. I found so many things you were hiding from me. Sandra, what are you smoking? You will not prepare food for him. You will not clean up after him. So he moved to his office. He told me he had to stop giving you money because you were using it for recreational drugs. Imagine the money I sent to you that you claimed you used to buy food because Alex was starving you. I had no business coming here. Now, Sandra, things have taken another turn. How long did you think I would resist your husband? When it got to 3 months, I told you to return. And now, I'm pregnant, Sandra. I know you didn't factor that in. I didn't either, but here we are. I broke down in tears. I could hear Sandra begin to weep. Oh my goodness. How did this happen? What are we going to do? Listen, I said, right this moment, I'm going to the airport. Please make sure you get on the 3 o'clock flight. That way you have somebody to pick you up. Please make sure you get here on the 3 o'clock flight. We will exchange and I will carry my cross. Sandra, are you listening to me? Yes, she said in a weak voice. I gathered my things and James carried them to the taxi. Sandra was on her way to the airport too. But tell me why, as soon as I arrived at the airport, Alex was the first person I saw. Hey, what's up? James said you were going to the airport. Is there any problem? My face was puffy, streaks of tears were on my cheeks. I couldn't even lie. I'm not feeling well, I said. He gave me a hug and we walked towards the car. Let's go back and see Dr. Kolade then. No, Alex, I said. This is a big problem. He looked at me worried. Sandra, hope you're okay. No, I'm not. I'm Sylvie. He looked at me quietly. It seemed like eternity. Please say something, I said. Finally, he said. From the time I walked into the clean house, I was suspicious. But the first time you cooked, from the very first time we kissed, I knew this was not Sandra. And I was convinced that even though you two have fooled people, you did not fool me. You are identical, but your sense and your behavior is different. Since you came, you have been kind to me, respectful to me, and so strange. Never once have you asked me for money except what I give you. Come on, Sylvie. It wasn't that difficult, but you know it was you I met first. It was you I fell in love with. Why did you give me to your sister without giving us a chance? I wanted you. No, you don't understand, I said. I was only here to help. You're my sister's husband. He looked at me. Okay, Sylvie, look into my eyes and tell me you don't love me. Tell me you have only been acting all this while. Tell me you didn't feel anything and I will let you go. I couldn't say anything. How could a psychologist like me fall so deeply like this? Alex held me close. What will people say? What will happen to my doctorate? Shh, he said as we held each other and rocked ourselves. It was then we heard a big bang. What was that? The sky was thick orange with fire. Everyone was running towards the tarmac. What happened? There were no survivors. The burial was slated for Saturday. Alex and I were still in shock. They said she had almost missed her flight, but she begged them at the airport, telling them that she needed to see her mom. There was fire on the mountain and they gave her the last seat. Do you know what is the funniest part of this story? It was my name that was on the manifest. It has been a year and you are free to address me as Dr. Sylvia. Please say hi to my twins Alicia and Alice. They are non-identical. Alex is such a dedicated dad, and that, my friends, is my tale worth telling. What do you think about what happened? Tell me in the comments.